Melbourne United's season has had its swings and it will need one more if they're going to be any shot of competing in the NBL playoffs this season. I am backing Dean Vickerman to sort things out with his troops and get a strong defensive victory over the Cairns Taipans in this match. Going to give you my tips and predictions, but join the fun and the roller coaster that is betting on the NBL in 2026. Now, let's jump into it. As I said, backing Melbourne United. Look, they're coming into this match on a 2-game losing streak. So that obviously pulls things away from that prediction a little bit. But they've got 2 games left and they've got plenty to play for. They're trying to avoid the 5th place position going in and having to play an elimination final against Tasmania. So if they can get a win, they can put pressure on Perth in 4th place and possibly pinch that extra life in the play-in. Now, Cairns don't have a lot to play for anymore. They beat Brisbane last weekend and have guaranteed that they will avoid the wooden spoon this season for the 2nd consecutive year. So, putting the situation and putting heavy weight on it, I believe Melbourne United are going to find one more upswing as they head into the NBL playoffs and will get a big win covering the line of 6.5 points against Cairns. Look, Cairns have been playing some good basketball, but when they lose heavy with an average losing margin of over 20 points this season. So expect there to be a little bit of a tough tussle at the start of the match, with Cairns usually coming out in the first quarter playing extremely well, but they will fall off the pace and Melbourne's defense will win them this game. If their defense is going to step up, they need to shut down Jack McVeigh, which Dean Vickerman is very familiar with how McVeigh plays. He hasn't scored more than 20 points in the 2 matches that he's played against Melbourne United, and he's also on a little bit of a scoring slump, you could say, for McVeigh, scoring less than his over and under on his points total of 22.5 in 4 of his last 5 games. So back Melbourne to shut him down, forcing Andrew Andrews, the assist king, to find other scoring options. Look, you've got to just keep riding Andrew Andrews' assists. His over-under is at 7.5. He's hit 7+ assists in 7 of his last 8 games. So jumping on that as well, because he always is finding someone in a lane to score. It's been an absolute master for Cairns, one of the very few shining lights of their season. So take Melbourne United playing defensively, covering the line as 6.5 point favourites. Jack McVeigh under 22.5 points, but Andrew Andrews to still find 8+ assists in this match. Just remember, gamble responsibly and happy punting.